Hi, I'm Chris.
And I'm Cole.
Welcome to our home. Well, we are going to be looking at Tangled tonight. And so we appreciate those of you who are joining us and look forward to discussing the movie with you. For me, this is one of my favorite Disney princess movies.
I would say so as well.
Hi, Michelle. Nice to see you tonight.
Hello.
And so...
computer crashed on me.
Is Lance around?
Hey, Ashlyn.
No, that's Ainsley.
I'm sorry. That's my bad.
Anyhow, nice to see you tonight, Ainsley. Glad to see you also. One of the things I enjoy the most, about Tangled is it's not just your generic princess story. I think it's got a little more to it, and so that's something I enjoy. So, I was glad when we picked it myself.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoy not only Rapunzel's part, but I also enjoy Flynn Rider's part, as well as several of the other characters. I don't even dislike Mother Gothel. I mean, I can see where she's coming from. Who doesn't want to stay young and good looking their whole life? But it just doesn't work. We're on a... So it says, Ainsley says, glad to see y'all. Can't stay long. Got to get out at 3 a.m. or get up at 3 a.m. Woo! I feel sorry for you. I don't like getting up that early. And it doesn't really happen very often unless I'm going deer hunting or something.
I mean, I have to get up early, but not that early.
Not that early. That's right. And so we're glad y'all were able to join in with us. Joining us. All right, you got your questions up. So today we're discussing Rapunzel. And we're going to be looking at a couple different themed areas, kind of the general questions, and then questions about the genre itself, which just simply means the movie type. And then we're going to be looking at other specific questions about this particular movie. And so we'll start with general questions, Cole. What we'll do is we're going to ask the question to each other. And while we write our answer, you guys write your answer. And we'll see if you guys enjoyed the movie as much as we did, or if your characters were the same favorite characters we had, and that sort of thing. And, I don't think we're all cookie cutters. So I think some of us are going to have, favorite characters different than one another. So,
yeah. So, what was your favorite scene in the movie?
My favorite scene in the movie.
It's a hard question.
Yeah, because it's a big movie. Lots of scenes. So let me think. My favorite scene in the movie. Y'all write your favorite scene in the comments. I'm going to go with when Flynn Rider cuts Rapunzel's hair.
Yeah. What was a pretty good part about that?
That was my favorite scene in the movie. What was your favorite scene, Cole?
I mean...
I'm interested to see what y'all's favorite scene is.
Every time, I don't necessarily have this one. I have a scene in the movie that just when I think of the movie, that's the scene I think of, and that's the scene where they're riding in the boats and the lanterns are all around, and that's just
because Cole's a hopeless romantic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Ainsley says, I really couldn't get into this movie, but the one when she sees lights. Okay.
All right.
And Michelle says the scene on the lake with the lanterns. That's your scene, Cole. Look.
I mean, it's just a nice looking scene. It's got good music.
Right. It is a very good scene.
Yeah.
And thank y'all for the for the person who liked.
Yeah.
I agree. That's a great scene. I like the cutting of the hair for a different reason. The reason that's one of my favorite scenes in the movie is it's like he's about to die, and he just gave himself up to free her forever from Mother Gothel. He was willing to sacrifice himself for her. I mean, I don't think when I first watched it, I caught that, but then later I was like, he was willing to give himself up for her. And I think that's a pretty cool scene. Because it's not your normal way of dying for somebody.
Mm-hmm. That's true. All right, so...
what was your least favorite scene, Cole? So I'm going to make you do it this time. What was your least favorite scene in the movie?
All right.
And y'all comment your least favorite scene also.
All right. I mean, I really like a lot of the scenes in the movie. It's almost like the same problem with my favorite scene. There are just a lot of scenes I really like.
Is there a lot of scenes you don't like?
I don't have that many scenes that I don't like.
Okay.
I guess my least favorite scene would probably be kind of just the fog thing where they take and they trick Flynn Rider into going to the island. I don't know.
Okay.
That was just a little weird.
And they send him out in the boat. Is that what you're talking about?
I mean, it's an important scene, but I don't know. I just thought it was my least favorite.
All right, my least favorite scene is when Rapunzel and them have just gone into the tavern, and Mother Gothel. Don't bump the table, bud.
Sorry.
Mother Gothel and them are coming through, and Mother Gothel is there. She's outside. She's sent people in. All that stuff's going on. They've called the authorities. The authorities come, and they've gone underneath the ground, and they've traveled back to some canyon-like thing with waterfalls and all that stuff. That whole scene is so far-fetched when they're swinging around and being all crazy.
And a girl with long hair that can grab a chameleon just by...
I'm more talking about the horse and the way he behaves during that scene, Maximus.
And the horse,
I'm just saying that's my least favorite scene. I can have that.
The horse, of all things, was the most unrealistic thing, in your opinion.
No, not of the whole movie. I'm just saying unrealistic. That's just the scene I don't like the most out of the whole movie.
I just thought it was funny. You were like, oh, it's so unrealistic.
Well, I mean, everything else kind of has a jive the way it goes through the movie. And it's like that scene was just tossed in.
Yeah.
And I felt like it was just kind of out of place. That's why I didn't really like it. That's what I mean by unrealistic. It didn't flow with the rest of the scenes, to me.
Okay. I can see that.
You guys don't forget to comment and let us know what you think. What was your favorite or your least favorite scene? And you can even tell us why. It's always good to know those things. Maybe you're going to say something that we're like, oh, yeah. Because I was thinking a second ago, another one of my favorite scenes is when they're in the tavern and they're singing. I like that scene a lot.
That's a really good scene. All right. So, what was the best joke, in your opinion?
What was the best joke?
I have to add one thing. I forgot that.
Ooh, I don't know that I thought this through. I have not looked at the questions. I'm with y'all, kind of answering from the hip here. My least favorite joke? That's what you said, or my favorite?
Your favorite.
My favorite joke. Probably, just kind of the whole joking stuff. They've got a guy playing piano with a hook.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
I mean, that's pretty funny.
So the tavern scene, kind of.
Yeah.
All right. So my favorite joke, I already wrote it in the comments earlier, was Smolder. That's an iconic
When
part.
he said, "Here comes the Smolder," and she's like, "Don't care."
Yeah, that was a pretty good scene.
All right, Cassie Bear says, "Hey, it's Haley and Maddie from Hot Topic. Hey, saying hi while we are having drinks at FD's. Listen at y'all having drinks at FD's. Y'all enjoy that. And glad y'all are watching. Thank you very much." And then Michelle says, "I like the whole movie. It's hard to pick a scene I don't like."
Yeah.
I get that. I really do. I had to stretch to figure out what I didn't like, and that's the one I had to fall with.
Yeah.
But that whole scene there, I get the Smolder one. That's funny. I didn't think about that in my thoughts there.
Yeah. I've had time to reminisce about that.
Her whole song has some jokes kind of in it.
Oh, yeah.
And so when she's in the tower singing, and that's kind of got some funnier stuff.
Saying, like, the whole Mother Gothel song.
Yeah, the whole Mother Gothel song
that
is
one's
funny.
Like a great. That's like the Mother Gothel song was like a great song. All right. So next question: who was your favorite character in the movie?
My favorite character in the movie, Mother Gothel. No, I'm just kidding. I said that with a straight face for just a second. My favorite character.
Not hard to believe.
Oh yeah.
And that's Mom's favorite character.
My favorite character in the movie. Maybe it is Rapunzel, and maybe Flynn Rider. There,
I like Flynn Rider.
I like Rapunzel because of the way she responds to Flynn. Their chemistry in the movie makes hers and his character.
He's a foil to her, basically.
Yeah.
Foils, for people who don't know, a foil basically is just the idea of one character is there to challenge the other character in their ideas.
Don't worry, Michelle. Tammy loves Mother Gothel. And she always sings that song to the kids. Listen to your mumsy.
Yeah. Is Vader putting the lightsaber through his hand? That's a cool shirt. Oh, head, I mean. Sorry.
Yes.
It's
Yes. Miranda said her favorite character is Pascal. Pascal. Very good. Very good. That's probably Allison's favorite character, too. I agree. Mother does know best.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right. It's only bad when she started calling Allison Flower and asking Allison to sing to her.
While she combed her hair.
Yeah, while she combed her hair. And I was like, hey, that's not going to work. All jokes aside.
I like Flynn Rider. He's funny.
Yeah.
I mean, he also has a kind of interesting background. Like, he's just like an orphan.
I like Maximus a lot. I didn't think the horse was unrealistic. I just thought the scene was odd. But I like Maximus a whole lot.
I mean, yeah, Maximus.
He's one of my favorite characters.
He's a pretty funny character.
All right.
Lance said Maximus is the best.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
I agree. Wholeheartedly.
So, what did you guys think of the villain, Mother Gothel? Or, I mean, I guess you could say other.
Listen, Mother Gothel's villain in this movie was spot on, man.
I mean, I've never seen an evil mother in any Disney movie. That's the mother of a princess before.
You've never seen an evil mother in a Disney movie. Well, what's different about her, though, is she...
I was just kidding.
I'm trying to think of how to say it. She's... You can tell she actually does have some sort of feeling for Rapunzel because she doesn't want Rapunzel to get hurt. All the other Disney mothers, because she doesn't want the flower to go away, the magic.
Yeah.
But
it's like
all the other mothers in Disney movies that are evil, they don't care.
Yeah.
They would just as soon the other one die. Unless you're talking about Maleficent. And that's not a mother though.
Yeah.
All right. That's what I feel about her. I feel like Mother Gothel's a great character and well played.
I mean, really?
The first time I watched it, I did not catch the fact that I knew Mother Gothel wasn't her mother, but I didn't catch how sinister she was right off the bat. I felt like that part of the movie was pretty good the first time.
Yeah.
It took me a minute. Of course, I'm a little slow. What about you?
I'm not slow.
No, what about you?
Just kidding. Yeah. All right. What did you guys think about the ending?
No, what was your thoughts on Mother Gothel?
I'm sorry. Like I said, I thought Mother Gothel was great.
He is slow. Did you catch that?
Yeah, I thought Mother Gothel was a good character. I mean, she was very eccentric. Is that a word that I'm trying to use?
I don't know that I would call her eccentric, but maybe.
Very, it's like almost similar to Rapunzel's energy, but all about herself. If she was like a selfish person, that's how I feel about her.
She was certainly protective.
Yeah. Of
Rapunzel because she didn't want to lose the power.
Yeah. Michelle said she was my favorite character.
Yeah. I think she made the movie. It wouldn't have been as good of a movie without Mother Gothel. That's for certain.
Yeah.
And so, you tell Maddie if you're treating her like, like your Mother Gothel, I feel sorry for Maddie. No. All right.
So, what did you think about the ending of the film?
The ending of the film. Let me think here. Considering that was my favorite scene I mentioned earlier.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good indication of how I feel. I felt like it was
Lance said Maximus made the film. He said Mother Gothel made the film.
Yeah, well.
I just think it had a bunch of really good things, like good music, good characters that were really interesting. I don't know. It's just me.
Yeah, I mean, I'm with Lance. Lance is right. Maximus also helps make the film. I mean, all those main characters lent well to the film. Even some sub characters did. Mm-hmm. As far as the ending of the movie, I certainly feel like it was like this culminating moment all the way up to when he cuts her hair, and it's like she's free.
Yeah,
he knows it.
Yeah,
Mother Gothel knows it's a bad thing, and Rapunzel's, she thinks she just can't save him. Mm-hmm. And by all accounts, I mean, maybe in a better movie if he had died. Not saying that meanly. I'm just saying it would have been more. It
would have been more sincere.
Yeah, maybe. But Disney has to have a happy ending, and so.
Michelle said the ending was great too, since she was reunited with her parents and found love. Sorry.
So that's why Disney does that. People love it. Mm-hmm. See, I'm a Rogue One guy. Y'all don't forget that.
That's very true. You are a Rogue One guy.
Yeah.
All right. So, next question. Did you think this was a good
What Disney... did you think about the ending of the film?
I forgot to do that part. I'm really tired. I just got back from working outside.
Cole had to work today.
8 hours or 7 hours.
Well,
just about.
He worked outside for a few hours today.
I worked outside for like 6 hours.
Anyhow.
Anyways, I thought the ending was good. Like you said, I thought it was kind of like I thought it was weird that she just where she cried on Flynn Rider, and then
I thought that was odd.
He could have died, I guess, which is I would agree with you. I feel like they could have done something different.
Yeah. And she didn't sing, did she? I didn't think she sang then.
I mean, she did. She did sing. She said, "Heal what has been lost," and then that's what happened.
She was trying to sing and heal him, but didn't think it was going to work. She just kind of muttered it out. That's right. I remember that. Cole did a good job too, Miranda. You're right. He did. He worked hard, didn't he? I'm just giving him a hard time. I'm entitled to that.
Mm-hmm. Especially considering you're my boss.
Yeah, especially.
All right. So
what's the next question?
Next question. Did you think this was a good Disney princess movie compared to all other Disney princess movies?
I feel like it falls in line with all the great Disney princess movies. I feel like there are a few things out there that aren't as good as others, that have princesses in them. I don't know if Disney would call them official princesses. I don't keep up with that. Cole probably knows more about what's official and what's not than I do.
What would you say?
Well, like, are we talking movies or just in general?
Just in general.
In general, like, what's her name of Avalar?
Oh, Elena.
Elena of Avalar.
She, I believe, is technically a Disney princess in that.
And I don't think she fits the same mold as the other princesses.
Oh, me neither.
And so, that sort of thing. I don't think Mulan is the same in the same.
Its own league.
Yeah, I don't think Mulan's kind of in the same category to me.
Although she is.
I know she is, and Pocahontas. To me, they're just not the same style of princess.
Yeah.
And their stories aren't the same.
I get. Yeah. For me.
But the rest of them are all like cookie cutter almost. Almost.
Miranda Thompson said Wreck-It Ralph.
Yeah. What are you talking about, Wreck-It Ralph?
I mean, I know it was made by the people who made Tangled made Wreck-It Ralph.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Interesting. I like Wreck-It Ralph a lot.
Yeah. Honestly, I think Wreck-It Ralph may be better than Tangled in my opinion, but I'm also a 16-year-old boy who likes playing video games, so.
I'm not going to even answer
Michelle
that, Cole.
Said, I liked it since she was independent. Also, yes, she found her love and held her own. I mean, she captured Flynn and tied him up.
That's right.
I mean, it was fun. That was a
good scene. That was a good scene, especially when she whacks him the second time.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good scene.
Yeah. What was I gonna say? Basically, I just thought that I thought it was a good princess film. I would say it's almost like it's the safest Disney princess film. I'm not saying I wouldn't say safe being like a safe princess film is a bad thing, but it just like hits all the molds of a Disney princess film. A little sidekick animal. She's a quirky Disney princess. It's almost like I wouldn't say it's a rehashing of The Little Mermaid because it's really not. But it's very similar. Like Ariel and Rapunzel are very similar characters. Other than I think, please don't stone me, but I think Rapunzel's more responsible than Ariel.
Let me get some sounds. I mean, I get where you're coming from with the idea of they're young and they do things impulsively.
Yeah.
In that way, but that's kind of the mantra for Disney movies.
Yeah.
I mean, wildly enough, if you start doing any research into Disney movies, many of the princesses were 14, 15, 16, 17 years old.
How old was, like, what was her name? Jasmine?
15.
She was like 15. That's weird.
Yeah.
That's weird, really.
And, in fact, I don't know that hardly any of them were up in age. And so that's just kind of the way Disney did that. Vanellope von Sweets. That is a princess. You're right, Miranda.
Yeah, they made a joke about that in Wreck-It Ralph, too. Lance, what did Lance say? The actor who played Flynn was a great fit. I liked him in Chuck. Yeah, I thought he was a great fit. Then Miranda said Vanellope von Sweets.
Yep. Yeah. All right. So I'm in agreement. I think that it fits most of the Disney characters. There's a few that it doesn't.
So, did you like the princess in this film? So, did you like Rapunzel?
Yes. I enjoyed the princess in this film more than I do some of the other princesses.
Yeah.
I feel like Rapunzel is more down to earth than some of the other princesses.
I would agree with that. I mean, ironically,
like once Cinderella becomes, a princess, she's like up to another stature, and she's like prim and proper, and that's why Tammy loves her so much. But for me, I'm just like,
You've never seen any of the Cinderella sequel, have you?
No.
Yeah, well, that explains a little bit.
Hey, let Rowdy out.
All right.
He hears something outside. He's going to make a bunch of barking. I think that Cinderella, not Cinderella, I think Ariel is very, very much like Rapunzel.
Yeah.
And really, I think that Snow White's a bridge between Cinderella and the other two.
Yeah.
I mean, to me.
Fair.
To me. Since your question was about how she ranks with other Disney princesses.
What did she say?
She said yes, because she was humbled by not growing up as a princess. That's right. She has such a wittiness about her.
I mean, yeah. I mean, when all you can do is read books all day, makes sense.
I agree. I mean, everybody'd be witty if all they had was a chameleon as a friend.
All right.
In all seriousness, that's probably what I like about the movie the most is the wittiness.
I like her as a princess, though. But I never answered that. I like her as a princess. So, what was your favorite song in the movie?
What was my favorite song in the movie?
Now, this one I feel like it's going to be the hardest question to ask.
Well, I don't know the names of the song, but I like the song where she's singing about when she gets up and her day and all that.
When Will My Life Begin?
That's it.
We've watched this movie many times, so I know most of the songs.
Yeah, but that's the one I like the most out of all the songs in this movie, to me.
For me, it's either, I think, Mother Knows Best or the Tavern
That's your
song.
mother's favorite song.
I know that's her favorite song, but I think the Tavern song's another one of my favorites.
I feel like the whole movie, the whole song selection works great.
Yeah.
Of course, is that one of your questions?
How
the music drives it? I feel like the music really works
should have
well
been a good
with.
question.
I feel like the music really works well with the entire movie. I didn't find anything that was just terribly out of place.
Yeah. Michelle said, "Mother knows best," and the song in the tavern.
I like the "At Last I See the Light" song.
Oh, I really like that song.
That's
too,
a great one.
It really is.
That's why I say the whole soundtrack. That's what was the word I was looking for a while ago. The whole soundtrack for this is great.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, was the movie's setting magical? As in the Disney princess magical, like in the traditional sense? I would say it is. It's almost kind of like a blend between older Disney princesses like Snow White and Sleeping Beauty, and maybe something more like, I don't know, something more magical, like the new type of magical type feeling.
It was a great way to take an old story and retell it in a new light.
It really is.
So like the whole princess locked away in a tower and her knight in shining armor comes and rescues her. I mean, you kind of got that story, but it wasn't. It was like that she was a princess in her own mind.
I think that's why we like it a lot more. Is because it's kind of like telling the same story as everyone else, like you said, like the old Disney princess movies,
right?
But in a new light. I think that's the way we like it as a family.
Yeah, I like it a lot. Like I say, it's one of my favorites. I would rather watch it over not all the other Disney princess movies, but almost. I like it that much.
I mean, I know you like Brave and some of the other movies.
And that's a non-traditional Disney princess.
Yeah.
I break tradition. What can I say?
You're a rebel, you. Michelle said it was with a twist.
That's right. It was with a twist. I agree.
All right.
And who doesn't like things that are twisted? I mean, seriously.
Okay. I guess you like things that are twisted.
And who doesn't like a cinnamon twist or a chocolate-covered twist? You know, at the donut store. Who doesn't like those?
Quit with the dad jokes. All right. I asked that question. I thought the movie's setting was magical in a traditional sense of the word.
I thought it was better than a traditional sense, but go ahead.
Yeah. All right.
She said, Michelle says, my Maddie wanted to watch it twice a day for 2 months when it came out. And Miranda says, I like Twizzlers.
I've never had Twizzlers because...
I like Twizzlers too, Miranda.
But by the time I realized...
They cure coronavirus. They really don't.
Just like bleach.
Don't.
Just kidding.
No. No, please don't. All right.
Hello, Blakers Zootopia.
Hey, Blake. Nice to see you tonight. And so...
I was just kidding about the bleach statement. All right.
Well, don't worry. We've got several more questions. He only made it 30. I only made it 30 minutes into the movie, and then he, I guess, maybe fell asleep. That happens if you're watching them in the evening. One of the movies we picked out, I never even made it into. I was out.
I watched it,
but I was out.
All right. So, did you guys like Mother Gothel? I mean, we kind of
discussed that one earlier. Blake, you can let us know if you like Mother Gothel. I
mean,
I enjoy Mother Gothel as a character in here because it drives the story. I mean, without Mother Gothel, the story's not near as good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mother Gothel was like twisted, really. I mean, she really wanted to stay young forever. It was a little weird, some of the stuff she did. She, like, killed and tricked and sent people to prison and all sorts of other things.
Yeah.
It's weird. But, all right. So, what did you guys think about Flynn Rider? We haven't talked about him as much.
Flynn Rider.
Blake said, I like her. I mean, her as a person is awful, but a well-made character.
Right. I like her as a person, Blake. No, I'm just kidding.
You would say that.
That's funny. In all seriousness, Flynn Rider's character, I feel like I really like Flynn Rider's character. You can tell even from the beginning that he was just in the life of crime. It's almost like an Aladdin situation where he was only involved in crime because of the circumstances, but that his heart really wasn't there. Otherwise, when the guard sneezes, he wouldn't have said, "Hay fever," And so I feel like you've got a good understanding of his character from the start, that he's not just totally rotten.
That's probably,
but maybe a little more than Aladdin.
That's probably, honestly, really, that's probably one of the people's favorite Disney princes, Aladdin, before something like Flynn Rider or something.
Yeah.
So it kind of makes sense. If they're really, I really do feel like they were trying to maybe recreate all the Disney princesses in this film. I kind of seem to do that a lot, like with Frozen, even in Moana.
Right.
They tried to like poke fun at the Disney princess thing, but in this one they were more traditional about it.
Right. His character is meant to be
too
into himself. He got knocked back down to earth with love. Okay, maybe.
All right.
I could see that.
So,
what did you think about the relationship between Mother Gothel and Rapunzel, Cole?
I mean, I thought it was funny. It's like Rapunzel's oblivious to how her mother...
How sinister she is.
I thought that was that's actually kind of, in my opinion, pretty funny. And but other than that, I do think that their relationship's good. And not like good, but, it was well built.
Right.
Especially near the end when she like kind of wakes up to the idea that she's not her mother.
Right.
So.
Yeah. It's like she's always known.
But she hasn't known.
But she didn't know. And so.
It's like I've always known that I was adopted, but.
But he just doesn't know.
Alright, so. What was your favorite thing about Rapunzel, Dad? You said you liked her. And everyone else, of course. Let's read some of those.
I mean, she's got to be pretty tidy in order to be able to keep up with all that hair. And not have, like, leaves and stuff in it. She must clean well.
What are you looking at me for?
I was just letting you know. As you grow older, you need to look for a lady that's as good as Rapunzel. No, I'm just kidding. In all seriousness, I like her. I like her character because she's not too full of herself, and to me, she is willing to be involved with anyone and everyone within the movie, and she doesn't know to not be.
I'm sorry, I have to show this one.
She doesn't know not to be. So willing to trust everyone.
Yeah.
And so you get this innocence about her, but yet in the end, it's
kind of funny.
She's able to overcome even the wicked Mother Gothel because, well, she just is. What's funny?
I was just reading some of the comments.
Oh.
Let's just read some of them. Yeah, I didn't get that far yet today into the movie, Michelle, LOL. And he said, JK, Michelle, LOL. Poor Punzy. Where's the rest of the Mickey fam tonight? I thought it said fan at first. But then it was funny what Miranda said. Boy, you are too much like your daddy to be adopted. That's funny.
Tammy had to work, and she works late tonight, so it's hard for her to make these videos.
Yeah.
And so,
anyway,
that's where she and Allison are. Yeah, tough, innocent, and smart. That's kind of where I'm going there, Michelle. I just took the long trip to get there. What's your next question?
I didn't answer.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
But I would agree with you. I like how she's like innocent and stuff.
All right.
So
My least favorite thing about Rapunzel, is that the next question? Well, I'll ask you, what's your least favorite thing about Rapunzel? Y'all get your stones.
I don't know.
Or if you're a pin collector, you can pelt him with Mickey backs.
No,
we all know we
don't.
have plenty of them.
Please, I'd rather be stoned.
If you've ever dropped them on the floor, they're as bad as Legos.
You ever stepped on one?
Yeah.
I've never stepped on one, but.
All right. So, in all seriousness, I'll answer the question too. What was your least favorite thing about Rapunzel? Probably that scene where she is not knowing if she wants to go back and forth. I felt like that scene.
That was annoying.
That scene
drug on a little bit.
Just a hair too long. Yeah.
I guess it was funny the first few times. I can't fully agree with you. The scene the first few times was really funny, but after you watch it a few times, you're just like, okay, Rapunzel, get on with this. We know how it's going to end.
Hey, look, there's Tammy in the comments. She says, I love her character, but probably that she's too trusting. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll go with you there. I agree. I think she's too trusting. And I think I said that earlier, but that was one of the things I liked about her.
Yeah.
And so for me, the thing I didn't like was what I just said.
And Blake said, hi, Tammy.
What I didn't like was the thing I just said about her not knowing what she wants to do, and she's kind of wishy-washy. But then the rest of the movie, she's very purpose-driven about where she's wanting to go and what she's wanting to do, and not willing to turn around, all that stuff.
I mean, I guess if I'm going to be nitpicky, and I'm going to say what I don't like, I thought it was weird that her only life goal and dream was to see a bunch of floating lights. I thought that was just kind of, I guess that was the only thing I disliked. I don't really dislike anything, but I thought it was a good question to ask.
Yeah, we'll lock you in a tower for half your life and see what you want to do.
Blake asked, do you like Punzi better as a blonde or brunette? Blonde.
I mean, the classic scene that's a great question, Blake. The classic scenes are where she's got all the long hair.
You don't go to Disney World and she's got the brown hair.
Right, but
you go to Disney World and you see the big long blonde hair.
I don't know. That's a tough question, Blake. Blake said he likes her as a brunette. I'm thinking more in the fact of it just seemed like when she was a brunette, she was happier.
I mean,
because she was, in that final stage of all the other.
It seemed normal to me whenever she was brunette. It was like
she seemed smarter and more accomplished as a brunette.
Yeah, she lost all her innocence.
Because everybody says blondes are dingy. I was just making a pun.
That was not
on
good.
The puns.
You're not good.
All right, moving along. I make a fool of myself.
All right. Did you think Mother Gothel was as evil as other Disney villains?
Did you think Mother Gothel was as evil as other villains? Tammy says brunette would probably look cool, but as a blonde, she is still cute. Do you think that Rapunzel, what was the question? Did you think
that Mother Gothel was as evil as other Disney villains?
It depends on the villain.
Mom said not a shot.
What is she talking about?
Well, yeah, what the heck? She locked this child in a basement. Not in the basement. She basically locked her in the attic, though. Also, she could live forever.
She was willing to kill Flynn Rider. She was willing to let Rapunzel die and not share the flower, or Rapunzel's mother die.
I would say, in my opinion, she's way worse than somebody like the lady from 101 Dalmatians. Or,
you don't think she's as bad as
No, I think
Cruella?
She's way worse than Cruella. I mean, Cruella wanted to kill puppies, but
that's pretty bad, dude.
I know that's bad, but she took not only just somebody's child, but the queen's child, and locked her up.
Yeah, but
to where they were mourning her year by year by sending lanterns.
Blake says Cruella's probably the worst. I'm with Tammy. Scar's the worst to me.
Oh, Scar's. I was gonna say she's not worse than Scar. I mean, I don't know if you could beat Scar very easily.
Yeah, I'm with you, Michelle. That her selfishness is what really got her. You know, a lot of the other villains are just flat villains. I mean, Hades, that's pretty rough. Ursula, you may not think Ursula's so bad because of, you know, the way it ended with Ariel, but what about all those other poor unfortunate souls?
I mean, that's pretty bad, but
those are pretty rough. I'm agreeing that's probably, she's not as bad.
I mean, in a sense, I think she's like in the middle. Just like a lot of the things I've said, I think she's like the middle of the road on villainous, like how bad she is.
Yeah.
Blake said that's just the nature with the Lion King.
I mean,
better than all the other ones? I'm partial. I like Lion King, really.
He's saying that's just nature of lions killing each other.
Oh, well.
And he's right. It is. That is how it works. Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
In one sense, it's just nature with Cruella, too. Because people do all sorts of evil things for fashion. But we're not getting into those political things. We're just going to say that
you went a little far on that one.
Just being real here. Just being real. People do all sorts of evil things for their fashion and all that.
All right. So now we're on to the final thoughts of the movie. What would you rate the film from a 1 to 10?
What would I rate the film from a 1 to 10?
I'd give it about an 8.5.
Yeah, I would give it an 8.5 to a 9. I like it a lot.
Mom said we can honestly have a whole discussion on villains.
I agree with that. We could have a whole discussion on villains.
Blake said 8.5.
Blake said 8.5. He only made it 30 minutes in. That's pretty good, Blake. Blake, if you'd have watched the whole thing, it might have been a 10. Or, my real question, Blake, is what does it have to rank to hold your attention?
Yeah.
I don't know.
We have 7 likes, by the way. Thank you, guys.
Now, where would you rank Zootopia, Blake?
Zootopia, for me, I don't like it as much. I mean, I don't like it as much as Tangled, in my opinion. I thought it was still a good film, but
right.
I'd probably rate it about an 8.
Your mom said a 9.5. She loves it. Michelle said a 9. Now, Michelle, does Lance like it?
Hey, you can ask him. He's on here.
He said no contest. 10 out of 10 for Zootopia.
All right. All right.
I'll tell y'all what movie I really like that has great moral points, all that stuff. Big Hero 6.
Oh, that's a really good one. We recently
watched
it.
But it's so downplayed. Yeah.
I mean, really.
Disney doesn't push it, but yet it teaches kids to go to college. It teaches kids how to deal with mourning very well.
Yeah.
Mourning the loss of a loved one. I mean, it's a great one. Yeah. But people don't give it near the credit it maybe needs.
Yeah.
Michelle says yes, not a 9, but he likes it. I have to watch Big Hero 6 again. It was good.
It really was. I mean, I remember watching it the first time.
I didn't like it that much the first time.
I know you didn't like it as much.
After a few times of watching it, I was like, I kind of like that.
Yeah.
Movies have to grow on me a lot of times.
I mean, actually, it's the exact opposite for me. I like a movie like right when it comes out, and I'm like, oh, that was really good. And then after like a few watches, I'm just like, yeah, it's not as good as I thought it was. I mean, that was kind of that's kind of how I felt whenever I watched Toy Story 4.
What about Onward?
Onward, I still like it.
There you go.
I mean, I watched it 3 times and I still like it.
Right. Well, we're getting off topic. Let's go back.
All right.
What would the next question is? Would you guys and would you, Cole, recommend this to a friend?
Yeah, if they never watched Tangled before, I'd recommend this to a friend. Blake said,
y'all gotta watch. Y'all gotta play Kingdom Hearts. It pulls you into Disney even further, if that's even possible.
Well, if it comes out on Switch or something.
Yeah,
maybe.
In sync. That's right. We're in sync. Tammy says definitely. She would recommend it. Blake says yes. Lance says yes, of course.
All right.
I mean, I can't even think of a reason I wouldn't.
I mean, it's a Disney princess film.
I'm thinking here, is there any reason I wouldn't recommend it? Certain situations where someone might have had a loved one die recently. Some movies I won't recommend. Right. I'll say you don't need to watch that right now, that sort of thing. But I can't even think of any reason.
Maybe if a child was stolen.
Yeah, I guess
that would be the only reason I wouldn't want to recommend it to someone. But that's not a very common thing to happen.
Blake says, no, you need to go buy PS4 now. If Disney incorporates it into their park, it's usually pretty popular. Yeah.
Yeah, that's very true.
That's
especially
exactly
when they
right.
make a whole breakfast about it. So
now, Blake, I'll tell you something. One of our great viewers contacted me the other day when she was at the store, and I got 5 fig pens. But they're not Kingdom Hearts, are they? We got the other Kingdom Hearts ourselves. So I was going to say, I thought they were all Kingdom Hearts, but they're not. They're just fig pens. So anyhow.
Blake said, don't watch Up if a loved one died recently.
No.
Especially if that's your significant other.
No, I agree. And if you lost a parent, you may not want to watch Onward right close by.
Gosh, that would be sad. Well, even a mom. All right, so
Miranda says Lily and her enjoy Kingdom Hearts. We've never played it.
No.
So we wouldn't know.
I mean, I've heard very mixed opinions on the recent one, but I've heard a lot of really good things about it still.
Right.
All right. So, do you think you'll watch this movie again anytime soon?
Do you think you'll watch this movie again? Yeah, probably.
We always watch it.
We watch it probably once or twice a month as it is.
I gotta go get some.
And so, for me, yes. I would watch it. We watch it regularly, so wouldn't be a problem for me. Anyhow, Cole, I wouldn't worry with that. Next question we have next week.
So
next week, as far as movies, we have Dinosaur, Finding Nemo, Up, Maleficent, Mistress of Evil, and Princess Bride are all movies that came out during the month of May. And so we want to ask y'all to vote for which one you guys like out of those. Don't bump the table. You're sending them on a ride. It's like we're riding Dinosaur in the park when you do that. Dinosaur, Finding Nemo, Up, Maleficent, Mistress of Evil, and Princess Bride. Y'all comment and tell us which one y'all want to watch. And whichever one gets the most, that's what we'll do.
Oh, and I forgot to add one
Michelle
other thing.
said hi.
I was going to add
Allison?
one thing.
Just go with those since they're down.
Well, I was going to write Mary Poppins. I know Lance has been wanting to watch that.
Okay. Or Mary Poppins.
Hello, Blake.
I know this.
Cole transformed. Yes. This is the new Cole. Right here. This is the better looking Cole.
Yeah, right.
I can say that because Cole looks so much like me. Blake said hi, Allison. So y'all write down what you want. I know Tammy wrote Maleficent, and the things to vote for. Your computer won't let me scroll. All right. Dinosaur, Finding Nemo, Up, Maleficent, Mistress of Evil, Princess Bride, and apparently Mary Poppins.
Yeah.
And so Blake says Maleficent. What do you say, Allison?
Michelle said Princess Bride, so we need to write those two down.
So you have 2 for Maleficent right now.
2 for Maleficent.
Yeah, and then 1 for Princess Bride.
Princess Bride.
She said Mary Poppins.
Oh, Michelle said never mind Mary Poppins. Just put Mary and go with it.
Okay.
Lance said Mary Poppins.
I'm going to vote for Mary Poppins because I know Lance really wanted to watch that one.
What are you voting for, Allison?
Mary Poppins.
So you got
I want to watch it.
You got 4 Mary Poppins, and you've got your. How many did Maleficent so far?
2.
Son, you erased them.
3, Miranda.
Not Princess.
I know.
Blake did it. Hey,
Bride.
listen, Blake
Wait.
put Maleficent. Mother did Maleficent, and then Miranda did Maleficent.
Cause no one did Princess Bride.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Blake said I could go for Mary Poppins again.
All right. Blake said Mary Poppins.
So we're going to do
What
Melissa.
is that? It's a Mary Poppins.
Mary Poppins is the
Mary
winner.
The winner by 5.
All right, winner, chicken
I
dinner.
mean by 3.
All right, so that's
There
what
was
we'll do.
5.
So next week we'll do Mary Poppins. Now, isn't there more than one version? So which one are we doing?
Oh, there's only one version. So then
Do the
there's a
original.
sequel to it.
I thought there was an original and then a newer one.
Yeah, it's a sequel.
It's a return.
Oh, okay.
That's what
Instead of doing a
Y'all can tell I'm a big Mary Poppins fan.
I've been wanting to watch Mary
Lance said he
Poppins.
loves those kids. So Michelle was saying original or returns. So which one do y'all want to do? Original or returns?
Whatever one I was doing, I was thinking original because
I've
that's
already
the one
seen
that.
the
Oh, the one-
return.
Okay.
We've already seen the return.
By Mary Poppins, you mean Guardians of the Galaxy?
Y'all say return or
That's funny. that you put the
original
joke
Yeah,
about
yeah.
Mary
comments.
Poppins in.
Y'all write down. Okay, so far, most people have said returns.
Sorry, I keep hitting the table.
So it looks like it may be Mary Poppins Returns. There's an original.
I'm voting
Well,
original.
let's
So you have 2 originals, 2 returns.
Original.
probably spell that wrong.
And then return. No.
Tammy, what do you vote?
There's 2 originals and 2 returns.
So far. Here's another original. Oh, yep, that's another original. So
Well,
3
me-
originals.
I'm gonna go with
Well, me and you,
So we have 4 originals.
I think it's gonna be original.
What is your vote?
Original.
So that's
Close is
5.
original.
All right.
Mom's is original.
So Mary Poppins, the original version, will be next week. And so that'll be good.
Yep.
Lance, you get to watch it every night this week with Michelle. And I'll get to watch it for the first time. No, I'm just kidding. I've seen it once or twice.
You've seen
Sure.
it before?
Yeah,
I mean,
of course.
I've seen parts of it.
Sure, I've seen it
I've
before.
seen- I've seen the beginning just a little bit, and then we turned it off
Sure, I've seen it before. Come on.
My mom didn't want to watch it that night.
that night.
All right.
Now we are.
Well, we appreciate y'all joining us, and hopefully y'all have had a good time, enjoyed the discussion, and hopefully these chicks will be out of the studio for
One
next
of them
week.
did come out of the box. So
Yeah,
it's gonna
so
happen.
it'll be pretty soon when they go outside. We're just waiting for the last of the feathers to come on
Those
to keep them warm. So we appreciate y'all joining us and can't wait till next week. Y'all don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We appreciate the likes tonight, and we look forward to seeing y'all tomorrow night for our other live stream, and then Thursday night for our pin trading. And y'all have a great evening. And until next time, from our house to yours.